When we think of summer activities, we think of getting out and taking advantage of the backyard. Barbecues, parties, getting together with the neighbors in the evening, and mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Now, so many people give up on entertaining outdoors once that sun goes down, but it doesn't have to be that way. Biting insects can be dealt with using the right technology.
Your yard in summer becomes a lush, green, inviting bit of the great outdoors. It's almost perfect, except for those biting bugs. Along came the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums, those pesky, nearly invisible biting gnats.
Welcome to a very different kind of backyard. How is it different? Well, once the sun goes down, it's going to be a very pleasant place to spend time. And a mosquito bite is going to be a rare occurrence.
Joining us today is Michael Beckley from Bug Defense Home Services, a company that develops and manufactures mosquito control systems.
So what's the latest in mosquito control systems?
Well, when it comes to whole property protection, the consumer really doesn't have much option. Screen enclosures work fine, but they can be expensive, and your mobility is restricted to the footprint. And that can either be a porch or a piece of the patio, but certainly not the whole backyard. There are a number of gadgets and devices, and some of which use propane to bait and trap mosquitoes, but they really fall short of meeting consumer demand. Our company's taken it one step further by integrating professional pest management with new innovations in misting systems and formulations designed around mosquito control applications.
Great, well, can you show us how the misting system works?
Sure, well, this is just one of the units manufactured by our company for whole property protection. Inside, you'll find a programmable logic controller that establishes spray frequency and duration. Once activated by the program or the remote control, solution is pumped from this unit through quarter-inch high-pressure tubing to a series of nozzles located throughout the property to produce an ultrafine mist.
Typically, the misting system is sprayed 2 to 3 times a day for 30 to 40 seconds.
First of all, if a homeowner wants to have a system like this installed, what's the process like?
Well, once we receive a customer inquiry, we'll schedule a site consultation to establish the type of system, like the one I showed you at the side of the house here, and where we would position nozzles throughout the perimeter of the property. An installation of this type will take about a half a day. Nozzles are typically placed as inconspicuous as possible, either along the eaves of the house, in trees, as risers in the garden, or along fence lines.
The Bug Defense Home System is definitely a different approach and appears to be very effective. But what is in the mist that kills or repels the mosquitoes? And what are the safety factors for pets and kids?
Well, our repellents and pesticides are approved by the Environmental Protection Agency and state regulators for use in automated misting systems for mosquito control. Well, the repellent was actually designed and patented by our company for use when people were outdoors in their leisure space. The pesticide was actually discovered over 200 years ago in Asia, when it was found that certain chrysanthemums, when crushed, were toxic to insects. Today, known as pyrethrum, this chemical is very widely used and provides a low toxic treatment with good insecticidal properties.
And what about the repellent?
The repellent was actually designed and patented by our company for use when people were outdoors in their leisure space. Based on the active ingredient geraniol, this plant oil-based product was actually found to be better than 10% DEET as a topical application in recent studies by the University of Florida. It provides a very high health and safety profile, making it very good around pets and children.
What are some of the other public areas that this system might be used in?
Well, we're seeing more and more restaurants adopt these systems and solutions for use on their patios. And we're seeing a lot of resorts, particularly in the Caribbean and Mexico, really like the automated features and the high health and safety profiles of our solutions.
With many areas of the country seeing an increase in mosquito-spread diseases, a bug defense system should help suppress the fears of possibly contracting one of these diseases.
Well, mosquitoes are no longer just a nuisance. With the emergence of West Nile and equine encephalitis, which is fatal in both horses and humans, it's creating a lot of new interest in whole property mosquito control systems.
If homeowners want to find out more about it, where can they go?
The best place is the website. parkdefense.com.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise, Michael.
It's been a pleasure.